Okay, these are some more problems from section 4.6, and here's number 9. Y equals negative 2, tangent of 1/2 x. That was actually, written like that. So let's take a look at the period first. I wrote kind of a scale down here that I thought would work. Remember, the period is equal to pi over b, and b is 1/2, so it's going to be equal to pi divided by 1/2, which is 2 pi. So I'll go 1 pi on each side of my 0. My 0 is over here, so I'll go 1 pi on each side. So we'll draw a couple asymptotes here to get started. Another one over here, like this. Oops. Keep it straight. Okay, and then we'll put our 0 in, because we're going to be in the 0, and let's try to set checkpoint. So the checkpoint will be right over here at 1/2. So this will be pi over 2, or negative pi over 2. Remember, my period is 2 pi, so I go both pi in that direction, that direction. Now, if I put 2 pi in here just to check my checkpoints and see which way I'm going, this will help even with the negative sign. If I have negative, I could write this over here, in black, to get out of the way over here, because we're going to have to go 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'll work over here, negative 2, tangent, and then if I do pi over 2, so 1/2 of pi over 2, well, that's going to be pi over 4, so the tangent of pi over 4 is 1. This is just going to be negative 2. So there's my negative 2 right there. So you can check it pretty fast just by putting those values in. And then if I want to see negative pi over 2, I have negative, sorry about that, negative 2 tangent of 1/2 negative pi over 2. And that's just the tangent of negative pi over 4. That's in the fourth quadrant, so that's negative. So that's going to be negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. So my other checkpoint will go over here at positive 2. And once you have those checkpoints in, you can see how it's going to go, because it's kind of flipped. It's going to come down like this. Going to curve around here, go right through that center point, and it's going to come back down here and start heading towards that asymptote. Okay, and then let's do one more asymptote over here, because we want 2 periods, so I'll draw this one over here, which is another 2 pi away. Okay, and then again we have our center point. Goes right in the center. And then right between the center point and the asymptotes, those are your checkpoints. And again, this one was, from this side over here, was negative. Well, this was on the negative side, so it was ended up being positive 2. And down here was the negative 2. And again, you've got your asymptotes that come down like this. I'm sorry, your curve that comes down hugging the asymptote. Goes down to the checkpoint. Goes down like that. Okay? Hope that makes sense there. So those are your 2 periods. And this is 2 because of the 2 in front. It's kind of like changes the amplitude. Okay? And then over here, number 11. Now this is just a shift to the right of pi, so this is real easy to deal with. If I start with my curve, this is my center point, so if I'm going to shift it over pi, I just move it pi to the right. So there's my new center point. So I'm going to go both sides. Now my period's still going to be pi, so this would be pi over 2 and then 3 pi over 2. So that's pi on each side of that, so those are my asymptotes, so this is all pretty easy to do. keep them vertical. And like this. And then I'll put the other one over here for the second period while I'm at it. Got my ruler out. Save a little time. Okay, there we go. And then in between we have our checkpoints, and these are going to be ones now because this is just regular. There's no change of the amplitude. So these will be ones here. Now remember that it goes like this, so this will be the positive one. And this will be the negative one. And I just go right between the center and the asymptote. So the same thing. This is my center. Between the center of the asymptotes. And again, this is to the negative side, so this would be -1. And this is the positive side of my 0, so that would be +1 if you want to think of it like that. And here's your sine curve. I'm sorry, tangent curve. What am I saying? Okay, something like that. Okay, and there's another one here. Let's probably increase this asymptote a little. There we go. And here's another one. Oh boy, it's almost connected with this one, doesn't it? Okay, and here we go. Hug that asymptote till we come out over here, goes to the checkpoint, then go through the 0. Back up here, and then back up towards the asymptote. I'll try to bring that up a little bit more so you can see how that works. And there you go. There's your... Okay. So something like that. So there's your shift. It just shifted pi to the right. So here's my original 0. So if I go pi to the right, there's pi/2, 1 pi. So that's actually pi. I should probably label these points. This would be pi. So my center is going from here to pi, and then this next one would be 2 pi. And if you think of these as pi/2, pi/2, 2 pi/2, 3 pi/2, 4 pi/2, oops, 5 pi/2. Excuse me, 5 pi/2. Okay? All right, so that's number 11 and number 9. Okay, hope those help. Of course, you can draw them small. You don't have to use such a big scale, but I do that so it's easy for you guys to see what's going on.